Hello, I am back on YouTube purely because I thought it would just be easier. I don't want to risk being muted and then there being no video. But I hope everybody has had a lovely start to October. The weather is definitely decided that it's now autumn, which is lovely. Because it's just getting a wee bit colder, I guess. But yeah, I hope you had a lovely beginning of the month. And I still have, I think there's maybe 2 places left still on the adult mindfulness class, the Creating Inner Calm Through Mindfulness. If anybody wanted to join on Thursday evenings, I will put a link in the description or in the comments or wherever it is you're seeing this. So it would be lovely to get 1 or 2 other people to join us. It's really nice to have a wee bit of community and have some discussion around some of the ideas of mindfulness. And then also just to have more people learning it. It's something that, like, my life would not be as it is in a really negative way my life would be would not be as good, or it wouldn't be as aligned to who I am if I was not practicing mindfulness. It's taught me so much about who I am and what I really want and what I value, and the types of people even that I want to be aligned with. I'm currently still being bullied. I think we're on to letter 3 and it's maybe 10 weeks, so it's over 2 months. And they're just, I think without mindfulness it would have been a lot more difficult to deal with all of the downs that I have experienced. I've experienced a lot of goods and positives as well as a result of the bullying. But the fact that I also have to go through the bullying it's not easy. I would have dealt with it in a much more different way. And say I got an update, another one, last night, right before I went to a mindfulness class in my Cullen, which was lovely. It was a breathworks, I think was what it was called. And it was so nice, but I was afraid that I was going in there and was going to spend the whole time thinking about this new email that's been going around or whatever. But I didn't. I was really proud of the fact that I was able to just step away from it and not really care anymore, because, as I said, 10 weeks and it's been long. It's just, things are just a lot easier when you're able to compartmentalize, I think, and that I'm able to go, okay, well, that's one wee little part, don't have any control over it. I'm going to control what I can control, which was my breath, and even like the music or whatever I listened to on the way to the class. I just would highly recommend meditation. And if you are not interested or not available on Thursday evening, I have a pre-recorded hour-long class to give you an idea of what we would be doing in the classes. And that is available on my website as well, and I'll also link that somewhere. But you're here for a 15-minute meditation, so that's what we're going to do. I want you to set yourself up as I set you over here looking at my slightly altered altar, my new candle. Or it was a candle, it's now burnt out. But I want you to settle in whatever way feels good for you. And close your eyes if you feel safe and comfortable to do so. And if not, you can just soften your gaze and you can pick a spot that you're going to look at that won't move. And just bring your awareness into your physical body. So instead of being up there in our heads thinking, I want you to notice the parts of your body that are in contact with the chair or the floor. Notice what parts of you are touching the chair or the floor. And notice how it feels. Is it soft or hard? Does it feel cold or warm? Notice if your back is resting against anything. Noticing the shape your legs are in. Notice if you can feel your clothes on your legs. Do your legs feel comfortable? Do they feel uncomfortable? There's nothing right or wrong. All we're doing is noticing. Noticing the parts of your body that are in touch with the floor or the chair. Noticing how your legs are feeling. And now noticing where you've put your hands and what your hands are touching. Noticing the shape of your hands, the shape of your fingers. And knowing that you have nothing to do right now but sit here and breathe. So every time your mind gets distracted, every time you think about something that's not happening right now, when you've noticed that this has happened, we're going to gently bring our attention back into the physical body. Noticing what shape your arms are in. Noticing what your arms are resting on. Noticing if you can feel your clothes on your arms. Just breathing in and breathing out. Then bring your awareness to your tummy. See if you can notice any movement of the breath in your tummy. And if you can't feel any movement of the breath in your tummy, see if you can guide the breath down towards your tummy. As Sinead was reminding us last night, we have a lot of shallow breathing happening most of the time, which is where we're breathing just into our lungs. But if we can slow the breath down enough to bring it down into our tummy, it can help to slow down everything. It can help to quieten our mind. And it can help our body to get the message from our brain that we are calm. That we don't need to get really anxious and stressed. That we don't need to hold on really tight. It lets our body know that you can release any tension that you're feeling. So if you notice that your face or your jaw is clenched, Maybe your shoulders or your arms might be feeling a wee bit tense, like they're holding on. Or maybe even you notice some tension or holding on in your tummy. Whatever you notice that you're maybe holding on to, whatever tightness you can feel in your body, see if just for a moment you can relax that. You can let that go. You don't need to hold on to anything. So see if you can just allow a release. Allow yourself to be fully held by the floor, the chair. Because just for right now, you don't need to do anything. All we're doing right now is breathing. So once you can be aware that you can feel the air coming in through your nose and flowing out, then you know that you're doing everything right. Not that there's a wrong way to meditate, but I don't think I know. A lot of people think that there is. But once you are focusing on how you are physically feeling, being mindful and aware of what's happening for you in this moment, even if what's happening is that you're having a lot of thoughts about things, then you are meditating properly. Because all I want you to do right now is to stay still and breathe. And just for a moment, if you can notice how the air feels as it comes in through your nostrils and flows out. Breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing what that's like. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how the air feels when it comes in, and then noticing what it's like when it goes out. Can you feel a difference in the temperature of the air that flows in and the temperature of the air that flows out? And notice how long it takes for you to take a breath in. Maybe count it in and then count it out. And see if the breath in is longer or shorter than your breath out. And see if you can do this without changing anything or without forcing anything. So all we're doing is noticing. So if this happens to change your breath, that's just interesting. Breathing in and breathing out. Knowing that you have nothing to do right now but sit here and breathe. And everything that has to be done, everything you need to do, can be done in a few moments. But just for right now, we're going to sit or lie here and just notice our breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And we'll slowly and gently start to bring ourselves out of this meditation. Take a deeper breath in and a slow breath out. And then we'll take another deeper breath in and a slow breath out. And when you feel ready, you can gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can stretch out in any way that feels good. And in your own time, you can gently open your eyes. So thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed that. I would love to know how you found it. And enjoy the rest of your day.